Okay, so we're going to be continuing our discussion of fundamental movement patterns. This time we're going to talk about horizontal pulling. Horizontal pulling movements, also called rows, involve getting your elbow from this position out in front of you to back behind you somehow under load. So examples of this exercise include things like bodyweight rows with rings, includes bent over rows with weights, or even cable rows, which can be done either in a bent over fashion or sitting down on the floor or on a bench, something similar to that. The important muscles that are involved in pulling are the biceps, the flexors of the forearm, okay, specifically brachioradialis in this case, because that's what's involved in sort of helping to get your elbow. And the main money maker is latissimus dorsi, which runs from the shoulder all the way down to your glutes. And to some extent, your scapular retractors play a role, although it's mainly a stabilizing role. They're not what does most of the work. An additional note about pulling is that any pulling exercise by definition has to include grip. This is the limiting factor on any of your pulling exercises. So whether that's a heavy horizontal pull or even a vertical pull, which we'll talk about in a different video, the muscles that are involved in flexing your fingers, which are all located here, are going to be involved as well. So athletic pursuits that involve pulling, any kind of martial art, again, keeping your opponent close to you, that's important. To some extent, horizontal pulling is involved in climbing. If you ever are in a lean back position and need to pull yourself towards something to get to a new handhold, that can be part of it. Rowing as a sport. And in day-to-day life, this might be how we, for example, get things like a motor started, or if you pull something towards you, to sort of grab onto something for stability, whatever it is. I hope that this helps you understand what you need to do on a horizontal pulling day, or even just a pulling day in general in the gym.